So here's a story for you. There's a runner, he's got a race coming up, and he's been preparing for this thing like crazy. He knows the race course like the back of his hand. He knows the pace that he wants to maintain, when he's gonna sprint, all that stuff. And because of this, it's safe to assume that if everything goes as planned, he has really positioned himself well. But let's say in an alternate universe, he wakes up the day of the race and he has the flu. Or let's say he gets out of the car and finds out that they rerouted the course. Or maybe he's running and has a cramp in his leg that doesn't go away, completely throws off his pace and his race plan. Suddenly, what was once his strength, what was once his backbone, is now a lot less relevant. And I think at some point we've all run into this. Things happening that are beyond our control. Not because of anything that we necessarily did or did not do, but sometimes life just happens. You know, you can always control effort. You can always maximize knowledge and preparation, but what about the other stuff? How does someone handle the adversity, the lifelong influx of events that test us and challenge us? You know, you can have a game plan, and you should. You should always be prepared for what's ahead, but that's half the battle. The other half, the part that's overlooked, is being able to pick up the pieces and put them back together when that plan falls through. Rerouting, modifying, changing, adapting, and continuing towards your goal. You know, because that is the exact moment when most people call it quits. You can't control life, and that's frustrating, but what you can control, what you always have a complete handle on, is how you deal with the circumstance that you're in, how you position yourself. In other words, you can always control you. And 99.999% of the time, that's enough. The so-called perfect experiences are few and far between. They are extremely rare. That run will not be perfect, but so what? That doesn't mean you can't mentally train yourself to push the discomfort down, to adjust, to move forward despite the cramp in your leg. Nothing in life should intimidate or discourage, because there is always a solution. It doesn't matter what your problem is, there is a solution. Maybe it's not the one you originally wanted or drew up. Maybe it's not right in front of your face, but it's there. And even more importantly, it's obtainable. You know as well as I do that life has peaks and valleys. It has ups and downs, and the ups are phenomenal. They're why we live. But the downs should never push you back or hold you down. They are simply life happening. They are your plans not going through exactly as you anticipated, but understanding that this is just part of the process. It's just par for the course. That will give you the strength to hold on, to push through, to keep climbing that mountain piece by piece in pursuit of the top. Seek out your solution, your path, make the adjustments necessary to step around the hardships and keep going. Get what you want, because at the end of the day, that is what matters.